These are my top 5 Cowboys draft prospects right now. I should have titled this Phase 1 because by the time I'll do this several times, I'll do some other teams as well if people want me to, but I'll do some of these other ones throughout the time of Cowboys draft prospects. But since we are up against it and I've been told that I can't spend any time on this by Jack today. He gave me the stink eye, the fish eye, the crook eye, all of it. Like he was just adamant that I shut up and get done with it. That was his exact words, or he'll beat me. That was his words.
You're delaying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just trying to see how far I can push him. All right, number 5, Trey McBride, tight end, Colorado State. This probably falls into the more of like if they traded down from 24, but this is maybe the best tight end available. This is going to be an area of need for them. Dalton Schultz is more than likely not coming back. And this to me would be kind of on the outside of what they would do, but if he's there and some of these other guys or other positions aren't, then if he's the best one there, they should go for Trey McBride from Colorado State.
This is a first pick?
Yeah. He's probably the only first-round tight end. You know, I would maybe see them more getting late second-round Jalen Weidermeyer, A&M type guys, more than likely at this position. But I wanted to not do all offensive linemen and defensive ends. So
yeah, because that's going to be where their focus is. Yeah. And unless it's like Kyle Pitts, then, the odds of them actually taking a tight end are pretty low. But if everything fell a certain way, they do need a tight end. They're going to have to most likely replace Dalton Schultz. And don't know a whole lot about Trey McBride. I think I saw a couple things about him this year because that rings really familiar. But I definitely expect him to address tight end in this draft.
Yeah,
Kyle Pitts, I know Kyle Pitts had a hell of a year, didn't he?
Yeah.
68 catches, 1,026 yards. He only scored 1 touchdown, though.
Yeah. That was more on the Falcons than on him.
Yeah.
Number 4, David Ajabo, defensive end, Michigan. This is someone who's falling in that right now projections between about 15 and 30. And if he falls out, past the top 15, I would think that the Cowboys would be crazy not to draft him. They should not be spooked by the fact that the last Michigan defensive end they drafted was Taco Charlton, and that did not work out at all for them. But David Ajabo, defensive end, Michigan, somebody who could fit what Dan Quinn does on the front there.
Okay, I'm not a draft guy. I used to be, not anymore. Just not a talent evaluator. There's a lot of concerns about this guy. He fits that bill, but there's a lot of thoughts that maybe he's getting a little bit too much. And, of course, things change between now and late April. But I just heard a couple of different scouts because I've thrown out names, and there's 2 of them said yes, and 2 of them said, man, that's a reach. Yeah. All right, good.
But, again, this is the Cowboys pick at 24. So, I think he might be there. Number 3, Tyler Linderbaum, offensive lineman, Iowa. A center, plays for Kirk Ferentz. The offensive linemen at Iowa are always good. I would not be mad at this. I remember being so disappointed that they drafted Travis Frederick. I think I sent you a text going, great, a center, boo, and I've never been more ashamed of myself.
No, I mean, there's nothing more boring, though, when your team drafts an offensive lineman in, the first round of the draft. You get all hyped up for a flashy guy, and you get a guard. It's just like, what? Yeah. Even if you really need it, it's still even if you're a team desperate for offensive linemen, you still get let down, even if you get the best offensive tackle. You're just it's still a lot. Maybe not the best OT, but anything else, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, they got to retool. I mean, that's talking to Mickey earlier, the offensive line is where it starts and stops for them in many ways.
Who is the guy who plays guard who's pretty good for the Redskins? Commanders.
Brandon Scherf.
Where did he play?
Iowa.
All right.
Yeah.
They have a pretty good history,
Iowa.
and he's pretty good, and they had to draft him in the first round. I remember why I say that because, my God, you can never draft enough elite offensive linemen. But, yeah, that you kind of
Number 2, this one's a personal pick for me, but Jermaine Johnson, defensive end, Florida State.
We need to get a homer alert.
Yeah, this is a homer alert, but if they're looking defensive end and a guy who's going to be in that 15 to 30 or 25 range, and they're at 24, he's sitting there right now, but the Senior Bowl maybe put him out of their range, and the Cowboys aren't going to really move up. There's no really to move up for. There maybe this feels to me like this could be a move back draft for them, but Jermaine Johnson, defensive end, Florida State, versatile, and look, they're going to have to address this position.
All right, the guy from Michigan, Ajabo or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Okay. He's more of an edge outside linebacker. Mm-hmm. What the hell was Micah Parsons?
Well, I mean, look, they don't have linebackers either. They have Micah, all the linebackers are free agents.
Doesn't this all pertain to what they eventually do with Parsons or how they move him around if they can do I don't know. Okay.
Well, if they want to do, they need versatility so they can have
Parsons
moving around. And number 1, Kenyan Green. Offensive lineman, Texas A&M.
Another homer alert.
A little bit, but I think that at 24 with offensive line need, this is probably going to be the best guy they have available to grab there. And he's versatile, can play multiple positions. That's something they're going to need. This one, to me, would be, right now, if I had to pick it, I would say that would be my dream pick for them at 24.
Yeah, good player, big dude. Definitely a lot of people high on him. Seen him in a bunch of mock drafts so far. And, I would imagine that they'll be kind of probably pretty close on whether or not he's around at that pick. But, some good options. I haven't started to dig all the way down into NFL draft, but, I mean, we're starting it up, man. It starts about time to start getting into that. And, looking forward to more of these and more draft.